जय श्री माताजी। आज के सामूहिक ध्यान सत्र में उपस्थित सभी सहजी भाई बहनों का हार्दिक स्वागत है। ध्यान की शुरुआत कुंडलिनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेते हुए करेंगे। तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र। श्री माताजी, हमारा आत्म साक्षात्कार दृढ़ कीजिएगा। पूरा चित्त हमारे सहस्त्रार में ही रखेंगे। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति को बरकरार रखते हुए हम अभी श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करेंगे।
They have been seeking the truth. In a very difficult times, they have been wanting to know what is the truth. And this difficult time itself has served to act upon your minds that what is happening in this world, whatever we are seeing around us, in the whole world also, there's something definitely very wrong, and we have to go beyond. In the seeking, one thing is very important, that the person should have a great devotion about it. And also untold miseries you have to go through. Seeking is when within yourself also you are struggling, and outside also you find nothing satisfactory. This is how the seeking has a double edge. In that seeking, when you are trying to get to the truth, it seems it's a very difficult thing. But you can't help it because you are not satisfied with what exists around you. See, the world today is filled of strife. All kinds of strifes are there. People are fighting for nothing at all, for land, killing human beings. Land, can it create human beings? They are fighting in a very collective manner, thinking they are doing very great service to humanity. The thinking today of human beings is not at all deep, it's very superficial. And that's how you find this world full of turmoil. Every day, every minute you can find. They are killing so many human beings. This is their torturing in a very large scale. Formerly, of course, the saints were all tortured. Tortured by all kinds of different stupid ideas, I should say, of something being higher, something being lower, something being good, something being bad. Under such ideas, they combined together and worked out all kind of aggression all over the world, all over. Not only that, but also in the families, in the institutions, in the organization, thinking that they were very right, they were very good, and they tried to aggress other personality. So many people thought it's better to fight it back. And they started fighting it out collectively. It doesn't work out. This fighting doesn't work out because fighting begets nothing but murders, killing. Thus many people were killed. Buddha talked to people of non-resistance, and there's history about it. That in one of the great universities in Bihar, when the aggressive people came in, they killed all the saints in the name of aggression. And they all died. Maybe that might have achieved on a very subtler level some sort of punyas. But in this Kali Yuga, it is not going to work out. What is the resistance you can put in against such people? How can you fight them? It's an impossible situation to convince anybody that they are aggressive and they are nowhere near the truth. Because nobody wants to accept such a thing. And so whatever they are trying all over the world to convince others of their follies are completely failing. And thus this struggle, this war, mongering cannot be cured. We have to accept that human beings are not at that level to understand what's wrong with them. They do not want to accept. To them, aggression is the only way they can propound their own goodness. So what is the solution? Solution is that we should give all of them self-realization. They should get their self-realization. Then only things will improve. Now, you might say that mother, in those days of strife and struggle and fighting, it will work out. Circumstances will tell them. Life will be so difficult with all the time weapons hanging on their heads that they'll have to also seek the truth. It has to be done very genuinely. If they are seeking the truth, they'll be surprised that this world is one. All human beings are one. And that is the destiny of human beings. But for that, so many are to be killed. So many are to be destroyed. Because they don't learn lesson in an easy way. Now your job is to give them self-realization and change the people. That's the real thing you have to do as gurus. But what are we doing? We come to Sahajayoga with what idea? We are working only on the periphery. Firstly, we are worried about ourselves. How we can prosper, how can we become better off. Also there is greed. We do not see ourselves. If we are aggressive, if we are trying to trouble others, if we have wrong ideas about ourselves, how we torture others. So first of all, you have to cleanse yourself and accept your own problems, your own misgivings. These are to be faced and challenge yourself. What are you doing? You are a Sahajayogi. How can you hate someone? How can you trouble someone? How can you torture someone? This is the beginning of introspection. It's very important. I can make out a person who meditates in the real sense of the word and the one who just meditates. You should not deceive yourself. If you are deceiving yourself, then how can you become a guru? For becoming a guru, you have to first of all be very honest within yourself and find out what are you doing, what are you up to, what have you done. We have 6 enemies, as I have told you. And we justify all these enemies. We think it is all right. After all, I did this because of this. I had to do it. Somebody would say I was poor, so I had to be dishonest. Another would say that I had to tell lies. Another would say that I had to be immoral. This is the biggest thing human beings have, is justification. Animals don't have. They have their fixed ideas. They have their fixed nature. But human beings can do all kinds of wrong things and can justify. This justification doesn't help you in your ascent. I did this because of that. It never helps you. One should try to introspect and see for yourself what is the justification. So when you start supporting yourself in doing all kinds of opposite things, how can you rise? How can you ascend? All the time you are trying to descend. So purification within is only possible if you can see yourself clearly. If you can't see, how will you purify? If I can't see in the mirror, how will you see what's wrong with my face? So when you start seeing the truth and comparing yourself with that, then only you can clear out yourself. But the identification should be with the truth. For example, you see in the mirror your face and you find something wrong. You are not identified with that wrong, but you are identified with your own face. And so you clear it out, cleanse it out. In the same way, if you are identified with yourself, you cannot get rid of it. When you are climbing ahead into the new path of righteousness, of goodness, of compassion and love, you should see yourself, watch yourself. What are you doing? Where are you going? How far you are stooping? You should not cheat yourself. Let others cheat you. Let others do whatever they like. Let others try to kill you, but don't you kill yourself. You don't cheat yourself. So you have your self-respect and you have your self-honor, which you value more than anybody else. And you don't yield to anything that will spoil your image in the mirror. This is the first step is of introspection. Now what helps for this introspection is your sense of love. Can you love a person who is distressful, one who is aggressive, one who is hot-tempered, one who cheats you? Can you love such a person? You cannot. Then, how can you love yourself when you have these qualities? When you do this to yourself? So the first thing is the pure love for yourself. Pure love. It's such a great thing to have pure love. Like you may like to have a very nice bed to sleep. You may like to have a very beautiful house. You may like to have all the wealth of the world. But all this, will it make you love yourself? If you love yourself, you don't want anything. Because you enjoy yourself. To enjoy yourself is the greatest enjoyment. So now you have got self-realization. Means you know what you are. You know what beautiful thing you are. When that is so, you should try to love yourself. And when you start loving yourself, you are not bothered about all nonsensical things. Now this pure love is one of the most beautiful things you have, which you can do to yourself. When you are selfish, you are not loving yourself. When you are unkind, you are not loving yourself. When you are aggressive, you are not loving yourself. Because you are loving all these bad things. But yourself is pure. It's absolutely pure and beautiful. And it loves all that is beautiful and good. So this is the beginning of your self-realization. When you realize how important is yourself, you don't have wrong ideas about yourself. You don't justify all the wrong things you do. Because you understand that is a blemish on yourself. Face yourself in the most honest manner. And you'll be amazed to see how nice it is. Just to see the pure self shining within you. When that self starts shining, you start seeing many other things which you have not seen so far. And one of them, you see, is that love is not only for yourself, but for everyone. It's a pure love for everyone else. It's not only for yourself. It's very surprising. When you really love yourself, then your love is for yourself. And you start spreading that love in such a manner that you beautifully love others. You don't love for money. You don't love for some advantage, for some power, or for some gain, but you love for love. Because pure love is so joy-giving. It's so joy-giving that if there is any such thing that I love somebody because I want to possess that person, because I am something great, and if I love somebody, then that person should feel absolutely obliged. All these ideas are absolutely of no avail. Really, if you love, then you just love. You love everyone. You may say, Mother, how can you love a crook? Need not go his way. Need not be with him. Need not have anything to do with it. But if you have pure love, then he can change, she can change. If they do not, then you don't bother. Those who come into the ocean of love, those who are really pure loving people, they are your friends. They are the ones who are needed on this earth. Not the people who are crooks, who cheat you, who try to dominate you. They are not the ones needed. What we need are the people who are completely drenched into the purity of love. So from love we go to another point, which is purity. And the purity is a subject which has been talked about by many people, that you should be pure, you should be absolutely open, and people should know everything about you. I don't think that is purity. Purity is that which purifies others. If you are a pure person, then others will be purified. They have to be purified. Now, supposing you have certain ideas about yourself, you think that you are very highly placed as a Sahajayogi and that you are full of love. Maybe it's all imaginary. Does it purify others? Does your purity purify others? Can it give them awakening? Can they be realized souls? And then how much do you value the purity, the power of purity, and how many people you give realization? Or you have kept it to yourself? How many places you have been to spread this purity. Purity has to be spread. And without any doubt in your own purity, you should do it because it's a very, very powerful thing. Purity is very powerful. It may not act on one or two persons, doesn't matter. There could be some very, very nasty, horrible fellows, doesn't matter. But it will have an effect on very many sensitive persons who want to become Sahajogis. You have to just test it. How people like you and how they are impressed by you. The Param Chaitanya, this all-pervading power of divine love, flows through you because you are pure. If you are impure, then it will stop at different chakras. It won't work. So purity of temperament, purity of love. What does that mean? That you love somebody because that person has got spirituality. You love that person because there is purity. And you go to places just to spread the purity among people. A pure person will never create a problem. It's the impure person who every day can start with this problem or that problem and that. So the character of a yogi is to worship the purity of your own and the purity of others. It's true that we have to face ourselves every day. It's true we have to correct ourselves every day. It's true that we have to separate ourselves from ourselves to see how far we have done, how far we have gone. What are we doing? What have we done? So the difference between the ancient times Guru and modern times Guru is that the ancient time Gurus didn't care if they gave realizations to people. It was not their style, most of them. Only they cared for themselves nicely sitting down somewhere in the Himalayas, away from all the madding crowd and enjoying themselves. But you must share this enjoyment. I think that is the sign of a good Guru. The one who cannot share, only looks after his own pleasures or looks after his own ashram, you can call it, or looks after his own family, looks after maybe some disciples he has. Attention has to be for the whole world. In Sahajayoga now, it has reached such a stage that you have to worry about the complete humanity. It's not only you or few Sahajogis or many more Sahajogis, but all over the world, whatever is the problem, you people have to solve it. But first get out of your own little problems. I get letters from people, especially women, saying their husband is like that and husband does that and children are suffering and all. Now you are a guru. Means you are such a highly electrified person with spirituality. Why should you worry about all these nonsensical things? And the consciousness that you are purified and that you are a pure person should make you very humble. Just the opposite of it. Normally, people, if they are anything, they become very proud. Nothing no end of them. If they have, say, one power, they become like that. If they have some talent, they become like this. If they have some eminence, they become like this. They do not become humble by that. By that achievement, they become extremely, extremely proud, arrogant, absolutely in a very wrong shape. But you are a Sahajayogi, and you should not mind anything that will bring down your purity. So, you can call yourself as gurus if you want. I need not say that you are a guru. But you have to, first of all, make yourself your disciple. Must look after yourself first. You have to see for yourself, have I got the qualities? Am I the one who can really do all this? All this introspection within you should be with a very clean heart and understanding. Because you are not incarnations which are born absolutely pure, but you are human beings and you are rising to the level of those incarnations. So you have to cleanse. You have to watch yourself, see for yourself, and then understand if you are a Sahajayogi, have you got the beauty of purity and love? Now, this love is not relative, it's not conditional, it's not limited, but it is absolutely like an ocean. And you like to swim in that ocean, like to be drenched in that ocean of love. Formerly, Guru meant a person who is standing with a big stick. He used to hit everyone. Anybody did anything wrong, they used to hit and beat them. We had gurus in music also, on different types of gurus we had in our country. And their speciality was that they used to absolutely oppress the disciple, control, and then teach the knowledge of music, maybe wrestling, maybe anything. But in Sahajayoga, it's very different. Even the spiritual gurus who were real were like that. Very harsh. They used to throw stones at such people. All kinds of things they used to do. They didn't mean anything bad, but the method I didn't like. There was a story about a person who was supposed to be a great guru, and I went to see him. I had to climb quite a lot because he lived in a small little cave. And when I reached there, you see, he was very angry with him. He was going on like this, like this. And it was raining, so I was completely drenched. And I went and sat in his little cave. Then he came back. And he asked me a question. He said, Mother, it was raining. Normally I can stop the rain, but you wouldn't allow me to stop the rain. Why? I could have told him because of your ego. I didn't. I told him in a very sweet manner, you see, you are a sannyasi and you got a sari for me. If I had not got drenched, I could not have taken your sari from a sannyasi. He completely melted. He had tears in his eyes and fell at my feet. So, the technique of Sahajayoga is like this. It's not anger. It's not repulsion. It's not hatred. But the technique is such by which you suggest your love. This is how one has to understand the difference between a Sahajayogi guru and other gurus. No question of beating your disciple. No question of scolding them. No question of shouting at them. Love is the most powerful thing. Of course, it doesn't work on some people, I agree. Forget them. But works in most of the people because God has made us out of His love and we have a capacity to yield to that love and to enjoy that love. So for a Sahajayogi, what he has to do is to understand the powers of love. Powers of love, if you can understand, it will grow within you. Some people have, some people don't have. Try to understand this Param Chaitanya is nothing but is power of God's love. Or you can say Mother's love. This power works so beautifully in such a secret manner that you call it as miracle. Because you can't see how it has worked out. So first and foremost thing is try to develop the sense of love within you. Understand. There is one problem. It is always misunderstood. Pure love can be very easily understood. That it gives you joy. That it helps others to improve. It works in a very subtle manner. Now try to remember when you came to Sahajayoga. Try to remember how you got your realization. Try to remember how you started growing. These are like the seeds within us of love, we sprouted. Slowly and gradually we started the showers of blessings of love. Then we started enjoying it and understanding it. Now at this stage when we are about to become gurus or we are already gurus, should be nothing but embodiment of love. It's a very different theory I'm telling you. No guru will accept this, those who are already accepted as gurus all over. And the knowledge. Knowledge they give you is the knowledge of very subtle things. All the knowledge that you have got in Sahajayoga has been already told by those gurus long time back. Somebody has told this, somebody has told that, somebody has told that. But all the knowledge, the total knowledge about your being, your chakras, everything, which you know now, is with you. That is the truth. You have the complete subtle knowledge which nobody had before. Because maybe these gurus did not want to give, or maybe these gurus did not know themselves. All the knowledge of Sahajayoga is simple, very subtle, and is real. Now, after having this within you, should not be just mental. It should be spiritual. And to make it spiritual, what have you to do is to love. When you love others, you'll start working on them. Then you'll find out with your knowledge that there's something wrong with this fellow. What is wrong? He has this chakra, he has that chakra. This is the combination, that is. But a Sahajayogi doesn't get angry on that. He tries to cure that person. He tries to improve that person. He doesn't say, yeah, very bad, you are bad, horrible. No. He takes up a challenge that with my pure love, I can cure. Come and ask for the fees and that he will charge you this money, nothing. He knows what's wrong with you and he knows how to cure it. And he does that way. So you are not afraid. Apart from you are not afraid, that person who is with you also is not afraid because of your temperament, because of your nature, the way you are handling the patient, the way you are talking to a person who has come to know about the truth. And thus, you give him also the truth. Also, you teach him what is the truth is. And the truth is very simple, that you are the spirit. This is the truth. It's revealed out to another person. Thus, you realize yourself by giving realization to another person. What you have done is to give him the truth itself, absolute truth.
दोनों हाथ जोड़ के श्री माताजी के प्रति आभार व्यक्त करते हैं और प्रार्थनाएं अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद प्रदान कर हमें चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। संपूर्ण विश्व में विश्व निर्मल धर्म प्रस्थापित करने हेतु कृपा कर हमें सहयोग प्रचार प्रसार का शुद्ध एवं प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइएगा माँ। हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कर हमें आशीर्वादित करने की कृपा करना माँ। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। आज का ध्यान केंद्र संपन्न होता है। जय श्री माता जी।